Greetings comic lovers and welcome back to Casually Comics, the channel where we chat all things comics, from reviews of comics new and old, to history, to anecdotes, to really wherever our whims take us. Today, definitely a whim. A casual, off-the-cuff video. If you've been here a while, you've seen that I've done a lot of videos on Punchline. Some of you would say an inordinate amount. Too many. Stop, make it stop. But I find tracking the evolution of her character in real time fascinating. And so because of that, I've spent a decent amount of time with Punchline and looking at the art. The art's been a lot of fun. The fan artists are having a good time. Some would say too good a time. It depends on how much spice and thirst your mind can handle, but a lot of it's been really cool, and some of the character work they've done between her and Harley, I really enjoy transformative fandom, that's no secret at all. But because of that, I ended up staring at the cover for the Punchline one-shot that's coming in November of 2020 at the time of this recording. Check the date. I saw them as I'm working on Adolfo, which is great. I discovered her art when I was actually doing the Harley Quinn Black, White, and Red series, which I am still doing. I filmed a bunch more. I just haven't posted them as of yet. The balance with 2 kids now and finding time to edit and stuff, it's interesting, but we're getting there, and I think we're staying on a pretty even keel. Knock wood. I ordered a Homelander poster, and he's gonna go over here. And I feel like some people might be upset, but it's a cool poster. It's a cool poster, and I want it there, so there's that. Discovering her through her art style was fantastic, and that's one of the things I really enjoy about the anthology style series, is that you can find an artist or a writer or somebody who you want to follow. So even if you don't particularly like, say, the story itself, you might get something else out of it. But back to Punchline. I saw that cover with the 2 Alexi. One, the soft girl Alexis from the fake YouTube apology video that she put out. Most likely fake, please be fake, because if it's not fake, then the writer needs to hang out more on YouTube, but that's fine. So there's that version, and then there's the Punchline version. And then I got this seed in my mind. A theory, a potentially very, very silly theory. I had no one to tell it to, and then I was like, that's not true. I can tell all of you. Instead of just drinking my coffee, there is coffee in here, yeah, see, it's real. And instead of doing that and just pondering this, I could share it with you, and you could tell me that I'm silly, or tell me that I agree, or let me know what you think. So, theory time. I have this horrible sinking feeling. Please don't let it be true. Please just let me be silly. That this is gonna go full prestige, spoilers for movies from decades ago, and there's gonna be twins. That Alexis is gonna be twins, that there's gonna be 2 of them. Instead of doing the normal multiple personalities thing they like to do, they do multiple characters. Please don't let that happen. I hate that I'm thinking it, but I saw that cover and it made me wonder, what if this cover isn't just being metaphorical and artsy? What if it's actually trying to sneak in clues like some kind of anime intro? I don't know why I'm thinking that. Most covers over here in the West don't do that. It's not really their thing. It's not even cover bait anymore, really, half the time. Normally it just shows you what's going to happen, which is part of why I'm concerned. But again, it could just be a kind of, ooh, she's shattering, we're gonna get into her psyche. But I can't drop the anime fear that all of the clues were in the intro the whole time. Like if you've seen Erased, and then you get through the whole series and you're like, everything was in the intro. That's what I'm worrying about. I don't know how I would take that if that were the case. It would have to be really well handled, but there would still be a part of me that would be sad, because when characters come out, you always have your own hopes, if you're enjoying them, as to what direction you would like to see them head into. I would love to see Punchline head into like this ultra manipulative, social media savvy, perhaps having her own cult of personality style villain. The kind of villain that makes you question, or at least the people of Gotham question, is she even in the wrong kind of thing. I'd get a kick out of that. It'd be something a bit different, especially with how she paralleled Harley and how she's talked about her time with the Joker, like vis-a-vis Mad Love and other instances like that. Although Mad Love takes place in the Batman animated series universe of comics, so if you want to get technical, then it doesn't really count for here, but it exists in the meta canon of things. So as a fan, you may potentially be aware of it, so you can see the parallels between how she is casting herself as potentially a fake victim versus Harley, and that sets up a very interesting dichotomy. I know that some people don't like the comparisons between the two, but to me, comparing them makes sense because of their close relationship to the Joker. It's not an apples to oranges style of comparison. It's kind of like they both apples. But I know some people feel that women are overly compared to each other and so they don't enjoy it. But there are times when it makes sense to compare characters, and you shouldn't just not compare characters because of the overarching trend when the situation calls for them to be compared. If that makes any sense. I think that it does. Anyway, those were just some quick, short thoughts that I had. I thought I would start doing these more cash videos every now and again, because like some of you have been asking me about future state and modern stuff. So if you enjoyed this, let me know by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, doing all the YouTube things, and thanks so much for taking some time every day to spend it discussing comics with me. I always appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Oh, before I go, tell me if you have any punchline theories down below. Also tell me if you've had any theories that you didn't want to be true that came true. And if they did you end up liking them more than you thought? Let me know. I'll want to hear. Maybe I'll talk about that too. Bye-bye.